Guys, this is David Ofiare. You're welcome to One Time High once again. Today we're going to be talking about Luna. Now, I promise you 100% this is not a tale about the most infamous guy in the crypto space right now. I promise you this is not a story about Do Kwon. However, this is me taking a closer look at what's happening with the cryptocurrency Luna and its algorithmic sister UST.
At Terra, we've designed a machine that swaps $1 worth of Luna to 1 UST. Investors who predict UST will be more useful and used in the future can buy and hold Luna.
But on top of that, you need to add in the cost of volatility.
Whatever is happening with Luna right now is for some a horror story, while for very few people, they saw this coming. Luna is the native token of the Terra blockchain created by the South Korean company Terraform Labs. Luna launched in 2019 after raising 32 million from big wigs like Binance, etc. the year before. The CEO of Luna, Do Kwon, called it my greatest invention. In total, this company went on to raise close to 200 million from investors, added to its market cap of its token, which amounted to roughly $40 billion at its peak price of $199. But the bad news is disaster struck this price up there, and as at May 13th, Luna could now identify as a verified shitcoin, trading at $0.0001675. With a total supply of 6 trillion tokens. That's insane. That's a shitcoin. Take it from me.
How does Terra work?
To understand what really happened, we will have to look at how Luna works. Luna works just like every token linked to an algorithmic stablecoin, a coin not pegged to the US dollar but rather to math and hype. In this case, Luna was linked to UST. So how did this relationship work? Very simple. To give birth to new UST, we call it minting, you have to burn Luna. It's kind of like a chicken and the egg situation, and I'm not sure which one came first, but this newly created UST could be swapped for Luna on any exchange or straight from the Terra blockchain if you like, at the current price of Luna, and that swap Luna could be burned. That means the more people bought newly minted UST itself, the price of Luna will keep going up, and since the supply reduced by each creation, it benefited the ecosystem high. The fun fact was, since UST was a stable coin, it had to always be at $1 or around that range, just like USDC, USDT, BUSD, and so on. So, whenever UST went above $1, they had to destroy an equal amount of Luna to inflate the price of UST back to $1. But if it went the opposite direction, that's lower than $1, they had to quickly create more Luna automatically to be swapped for equal UST to make it stable again. Simple, right? They even created a security company called the Luna Consortium Guard to defend the peg. Here's where it gets complicated. This could go wrong really fast. Imagine a vicious cycle where the price of UST keeps dropping and they keep minting new Luna to keep it pegged at $1. But it keeps going down because people coming into their trading platforms to see the USD price go down that much will make them quickly try to sell, which will make the price go down even more. Meanwhile, on the other hand, the people who invested in Luna who are having their precious $100 token lose its value as well because new tokens have been minted automatically from nowhere to save the falling UST based on their algorithm, panic and sell as well. The result? Chaos. That's exactly what happened.
So
now imagine the people invested in both Luna and UST with their life savings. Totally wrecked. What made this predicament even worse for the Terra ecosystem was that the leader Do Kwon himself had managed to get himself almost hated by many people in the crypto space. At one time in November 2021, a user by the name Freddie Reynolds tried to call his attention to how things could go wrong with the Terra ecosystem. This was his reply. Much earlier, a British journalist criticized the algorithmic stablecoin model, and this was his reply again. Do Kwon doesn't debate the poor.
Only 2 million transactions up to date, and we think that this number will continue to grow.
Tragic. It's safe to say he made a lot of enemies along the way, and a couple of people wanted to see his entire ecosystem fall, and it did. Well, right now, the dust has cleared for a bit. The Terra solution was to create Luna 2.0, which is a fork of the original Luna, scrap UST, and keep the old Luna under a new name called the Luna Classic, or LUNC. So far, it's not going great, seeing the price of both after the airdrop. But in a bear market, I don't want to take a look at my wallet, so let's just end this video here. If anything pops up, I'll let you know. See you next time.